Mute my mic. Show some respect. Here we go again. You ready? What's good, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing? Are you well? Do you have incense to burn? Hold on. You need some incense? Hold on. Here. Go ahead. All right, got you good? All right. Keeping it funky. This is all a part of my my urban aesthetic. You understand? I'm on some, on some being immersed in the urban environment type shit. You know what I mean? I'm here for inspiration. I'm here for inspirational purposes only. Do you understand? You get it? All right, great. We're gonna go a few places today, but before we get there, I need y'all, please, if you enjoy the content, if you're rocking with your boy, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to feed these babies and have more babies. You understand? More babies. Hold on. You know what I need? Donations. Gifts. More gifts. All right.
You don't find that suspicious.
We're going to go a few different places. But before we go to them places, I was raised by some good people. My mama raised me good. My dad taught me what he could. My grandma made the best fried chicken ever. Oh my God, the 6 path commandments. 6 path dice here, Mr. Land, if you need me. Okay. All right, man. The first thing we're going to get to is I'm going to keep hunting you weak men down and highlighting you in your weak situations. And you will continue to be a lesson for young men out there and just men in general for what we're not going to do. And what we're going to be exploring today, just real quick. Well, I'm sorry, the first clip we're going to be going to is listen, this right here is an example of a nigga that really don't want to get a job, or he just don't want to work hard. This is a crazy situation. It's a crazy situation. Hold on, man. Hold on, son. Hold on. It's crazy. I gotta just let it wash over me a little bit first. What we have here, first of all, it's the beast with 2 big backs. So we got some big back romance going on. And I'm not mad at that. Listen, I got big back myself. I'm not mad at that. But it's big back on big back romance. And what's going on is the lady has a house in Virginia. He know like that, and that's like his whole. You know what? I'm gonna show you. So we gotta assess these kind of brothers, man, and call them what they are. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. So it says preacher father set up daughter with HIV positive husband and secret affair. First of all, I'm gonna just tell you right now. For me, everything about this guy says I'm not going nowhere in life. Everything about him says he played mad video games. Nothing wrong with video games, but he played mad video games. They told him he was going to be on TV, and that's what he put on. He couldn't be bothered to put on a collared shirt. He came out of the living room and came to come do this interview. All right. We're gonna try to get through it as fast as we can. I'm gonna go off camera. Fair use if they be hating. All right, fair use. Like relax. All right.
My ex-husband is the person that gave me HIV.
So you're gonna notice that she's gonna be going through her phone. Pay attention to her going through her phone. Not only that, Look how much my man looks dead. He has dead eyes. His eyes are dead, man. He's giving up on life, man.
who knew he had it, and he had it for many years. I was 19 years old
Many
and just had a
years.
baby. This was actually my favorite photo of us. This is when we was in the beginning of our happy place, even though I didn't know he was living a double life.
First of all, why do you have a favorite photo of you and your ex-husband who gave you a house in Virginia in your phone still? Like she has an album. She's about to go through a whole album. And matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think old boy speaks this whole video. First of all, he high. But you know right now, he smells like so much weed.
It's never easy to talk about how my dad introduced me to my ex-husband. My dad said this is one of his friends. Everyone knew that I was the preacher's kid, so they have this obsession over preacher's daughters. And my dad wanted me to marry, and he introduced us because he felt like we would be a good fit.
That fam, that is crazy work. I ain't gonna lie. You damn near feel like, no man, this is not a thing that would happen. What? Your father wanted you to marry a dude that he was banging?
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
A little suspicious, man. I don't know.
If I snap my fingers, you forget that you ever gave me. I was never giving exactly. Wait, no, stop, guys. No, stop.
I thought that he was just a member of my dad's church. I wanted to get away, but I felt trapped. I don't even look the
When did you feel trapped? What do you mean you felt? When did you feel trapped? And also, too, I don't like her like hinting that basically everybody wanted to get with her because she was the preacher's daughter. First of all, every picture that she done pulled up, she first those are all big girl poses. Those are all big girl angles. Those are all pictures where she was controlling the camera. All right, and she's in the entire picture for every picture. Ain't no background. We don't know what's going on.
same. I looked depressed and I was losing weight. I also believed that I was a my ex-husband tried to be positive here, and I did not know, and you can tell from my cheekbones. I'm starting to look sick. And this is when I was pregnant with our daughter Elizabeth. When I found out that my dad and my husband at the time was sleeping together, I felt betrayed. I felt disgusted. I felt like I wasn't worth anything, and I didn't believe in the word loyalty anymore. I don't talk to my dad anymore, but my ex husband does pop in and pop out. I did lock him up. I was
You did like what? Yo, my man right here is off that cush. He ain't said nothing. Matter of fact, he has not moved the whole time.
trying to be positive here, and I did not know, and you can tell from my cheekbones. I'm starting to look sick. And this is when I was pregnant with our daughter Elizabeth. When I found out that my dad and my husband at the time was sleeping together, I felt betrayed. I felt disgusted. I felt like I wasn't.
Man, let me tell you something. All right, first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you something. If that brother ever gets a good job, he out of there. He divorced her. Yo, if he ever get his head together, and if he just listen, because he has all the makings, or maybe trappings, makings or trappings. But listen, this right here, he's like the face, a great example of a black man with low self-esteem. All right, so not only is she coming with, I think she got at least one guy coming with kids. That girl is really, really big. Like really, hold on. How you want to be? You want to be a big? Oh man, you can't be a big back single mother and you got a house in Virginia. Like the least you could do is try. Like she like the least you can do is look good. And she said she a cute chocolate girl. That's a big girl, man. I'll tell you something right now, man. Like, yo, he is never happy when they alone and whatnot, and she undressed. Let me tell you something. It should never be a stressful thing when your woman undresses in front of you. It should never be a stressful thing. For him, it's a little stressful. Like outside in the moment and whatnot. Don't get me wrong. The way that our testosterone works, men can be attracted to women that they don't even necessarily like that much. Like men are like we're designed to be attracted to women almost period. As long as she's a woman that's not related to us, that's like of an appropriate age. You know what I'm saying? Like legal age and whatnot. It just don't take much. But anyway, also he has the vibes of someone that does not maintain consistent employment. All right. Everything about that guy says like, yo, real talk, more than likely, this is the kind of, and most of the time, whenever you see very big women, a lot of times, I mean, everyone invests, everyone has to pay something, right? But those kind of women, a lot of times, they're always in a relationship where the guy has a very low ceiling, okay? And it's just, I don't know, it's a matter of just when real recognize real. And like I said before, that's one of them ninjas that really don't want to work. Like he don't care about nothing. Okay. First of all, if you want to deal with that, I would imagine that you wouldn't want people to know that it's very personal, very personal. First of all, who called y'all for this? Why are you even talking about it? So now everybody gotta know that you have a house in Virginia. So not only like I don't want to tell about pick a struggle, but I'm just saying, goddamn. And I ain't mad at you being a little heavy, but that girl's real heavy. Like people look like they're like sitting on top of themselves. Like that, it's heavy. Too heavy. Also, not only that, and that's another thing too, man. Listen, I got love for Big Shirley, but Big Shirley be wilding. I'm about to get into this clip from Love at the Lockup. I don't really cover this couple like that, really, because I'm like I don't want to be negative, and I've spoken on them a little bit, but I don't want to be negative and be disrespectful to like their relationship. But I wanted to point something out in terms of how relationships go with plus size women. You know what I mean? Listen, I've dated a lot of plus size girls, not a lot, but a good share of plus size girls in my life for the most part. So I have a good understanding of like or good familiarity when it comes to just certain behavior patterns and what you can expect in this. It's like I always make the parallel to help people feel better. The parallel between like big women and broke men. You know what I mean? There's certain behaviors that, again, with this economy, everybody's broke, but there's different levels to being broke. It's one thing to be broke because the things you have take up all your money versus you don't afford enough to have anything. You know what I mean? So it's just levels to it. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. When my money first started coming down, yo, that shit was stressing me out. Like my whole attitude, I had to watch myself. Whole attitude change. It's very easy to become depressed and and just really stressed out when your money go down. If you used to having money, you know what I mean, and used to doing good and being able to afford everything you have. So wild feeling, you know what I mean. So it's going to create stress. So I imagine for someone who maybe feel like, because for the most part, it's not so much about you have to make a certain amount, but you have to be trying to progress financially up until a certain age, up until your 50s. You know what I'm saying you're supposed to keep trying to progress. All right. It's not really acceptable, even in a relationship, for a man to stay in the same place, which is crazy because your woman kind of becomes, gets older over time. You know what I mean? It doesn't get younger. You understand? So. And not that she can't still be great, but it's really important to promote the fact that listen, you can't be good at some shit that you don't never actually practice or try. But anywho, going back to the fact that she had all those pictures of her and her ex-husband on her phone readily available to show to the camera crew and say, yes, this right here was my favorite picture of us. I'm like, fam, you have a new, I guess it's a husband, a new man right here. But these are all things that become normal when a man don't have no money and whatnot. That is normal for him to be disrespected on some level. You know what I'm saying? Because again, he don't want to have a job. That's why he did. Okay, and another thing too I realized about men who be living with women, especially men who live with bigger women, a lot of times again they have created a lifestyle for themselves where they really can't like afford to adult on their own. And for the most part, don't get me wrong, I think like most households at this point are going to need two incomes, or you need to be able to make two incomes, which is about $80,000, depending on if you have. Matter of fact, you have a car. Just having a car can really put you over with your finances. Like, yo, if I have a car and a car note, sorry, gas, insurance, and a car note. Yo, I mean, listen, I would have no problem affording. You know what I'm saying? But Big Daddy got bills. You understand? So the boy in here hustling. Pardon me. I'm sorry. I'm belching so much. I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Brother, what's that? What's that,
brother? All right, man. So let's go ahead and share this clip from Love After Lockup. So this is a couple where it's supposed to be illegal for them to be together. I thought that when you were locked up with someone, you weren't allowed to have contact with them. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. But not only are they having contact, you know, they trying to get married and everything. So one of them is a transgender male who was born a female and transitioned into a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the other one is this Latina girl, right? So it starts off with love during lockup where I'm sorry, so Kerock was the one that was locked up. Actually, it was both locked up. They actually met in jail. So I'm like, all right, first things first. So I am a cannabis enthusiast, right? And a long time ago, I was like, man, the perfect scenario for me would be to be with a woman who only enjoys cannabis around me or on special occasions. She does not have her own. I'm gonna tell my homeboy this. I said, yo, like I don't want to be with no girl who got her own bud. Like, you know, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because I know that you're the likelihood of you being a highly functional stoner and not having like mad problems and whatnot, no, it's not how that works. You know what I mean? And I said to say this: whatever your issues are, you should avoid people who have those same issues because y'all can't really support one another. Or especially if they actively have those issues. It's just like, yo, if you're a person who struggles with making good decisions with food, it does not behoove you to get with someone else who does not make good decisions with food. And it's also interesting I bring up the weed too, because that old boy was definitely lit. So that's also whenever you see people who seem as though they're obviously not good for one another, especially if they fat, and especially if it's now. More than likely, you are looking at weed love. And with weed love, a part of it is kind of not numbing yourself, but if y'all spend a lot of time around each other, not sober, that means that you're not necessarily dealing with each other. Or you're not necessarily observing that person with a clear mind, right? So, and a lot of times, if both of y'all are using, most people will use for a reason. It's mostly for anxiety and depression, but it's a lot of it has to do with brain inflammation, right? So when people smoke, right, brain inflammation is when you feel like you can't think clearly. You don't really feel good. You don't have good, not having positive feelings. You're having a hard time getting motivated and doing things right. So you get a lot of brain fog. So what that is that's neuroinflammation. So when people smoke, right? What happens is it brings down the inflammation in the body because it has very powerful antioxidants in it. So people get addicted, not addicted, but they look forward to that feeling of feeling like like they have anxiety or feeling upset or feeling angry and then feeling better because it's basically like your cortisol levels again basically smashed and just destroyed. So when that happens, when your cortisol levels go all the way down, that's when you start to feel like feelings of optimism, right? Euphoria, things like that. It's feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Because like your body is capable of producing hormones that make you feel happy even if the situation is not good, which in turn makes it easier for you to deal with stress if you can feel good. I recently decided, for the sake of my productivity, there are certain supplements that I'm going to be buying every single month. All right, this creatine citrulline thing I got, glutamine. I'm about to start adding that back in, and magnesium glycinate. Those are three. It's like two more, really three, which would be black seed oil for inflammation, L-arginine for nitric oxide, right? And whey protein isolate. Pardon. 2025 is a year of prosperity, y'all. But anywho, so let's go ahead and get to this couple right here, fair use. So what's going on right here is that Britney, Latina, she's complaining about Kerock helping with the house. And the way Kerock feels is, and he's not wrong, is that hey, we're a couple, we live together, and I, basically take care of us and everything. So Kerock has a job now, and they're basically talking about the household responsibilities.
I sit around and play around. Is that what
They say?
so?
Sometimes it's just better to move in silence.
All right. Well, we'll see you.
All right, there we go. So that's them. All right. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Fair use, educational moment.
What are your plans for today?
I'm tired, B. We've been doing a whole lot. I'm literally like mentally, physically drained. I just want to chill.
Well, baby, I ain't trying to be funny, but I mean, what did you think it was gonna be like? When you're moving, it's gonna be tiring. Like you see me, I'm over here already starting to clean and do this, and like we don't have in here.
I just want to chill right now. I gotta be prepared for work the next day.
So I just have to do everything myself.
I have to be to work tomorrow to meet the boss and start this new job right away. Doing HVAC is very tiring because it's a lot of work you have to do. You don't just sit there. It's not a desk job. I've been up for like a whole day. I haven't.
So what key? All right. So what? So Kerock in his mind feels like all right, we're having a male and female dynamic. I think I'm a man. I'm taking care of her and whatnot, and he's doing what he think a man does, right? And what he doesn't understand in this moment right here is that you're under attack. She's not trying to have a conversation with you. What she was doing was trying to distract from the fact that she ain't got no freaking job and she's not contributing financially. When someone wants to deceive you and manipulate you, right, what they will do is they'll take something that they're doing that they benefit from as well, and they'll start to play it up. That is not an honorable thing to do. That you do something for your family and friends and whatnot. It's one thing to if the person is telling you it doesn't matter or saying that you don't do anything, right? But when someone, and again, it's also that's a narcissistic behavior, low vibrational behavior. When someone tells you about an issue they have, or them being tired, or them being overwhelmed, or them having a problem, and then you respond by saying, "Well, I got problems too." That doesn't help anything. It's not supportive. All right. That's what someone does when they feel like crap and they want you to feel like crap. Realize human beings, we transfer energy. All right. We transfer energy. If we feel like crap, we want the person across from us to feel like crap. If we're happy, we want everyone around us to be happy. Always think of it like a meme. If you see a good meme, what do you do with it? You don't say, "Oh man, I keep it to myself." No, you share that bitch. And you sign this. You heard? Hold on, I gotta go ahead and put these fries in the air fryer. And none of y'all bigger than these burgers. Hold on. My bad. Anywho, I don't know where I was, but anyway, so we're gonna go get back into this thing right here. So what Kerock is also not understanding is that, listen, for one, he doesn't know what a submissive woman is. So we're gonna go ahead and just say he, because it's too difficult, and I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? You go by he, all right, cool. All right, makes it easy for us. All right, cool. So listen, he's starting to deal with the burden of leadership. I think he has an idea that you're going to have to, for one, that's a situation where you have to recognize when to stop engaging and getting tricked out your spot. Basically meaning that sometimes you're going to have to realize that you're not going to be able to interact with those that you lead like God is saying. You know what I mean? Meaning that you can't entertain every conversation. Sometimes you're going to have to say, all right, well, like, okay, so what? There's certain questions and conversations you cannot entertain, because if you entertain it, you thereby make it a valid thing. All right, that's one of those. It's the art of skullduggery. All right, if I'm someone that knows they fly, right, it shouldn't bother me if someone says, "All right, well, shit, man, I thought your outfit was cheap." If I know my clothes ain't cheap, and I know what they cost and whatnot, right? I wouldn't get upset. But the moment that I respond and start talking about how much I pay for everything, at that point, now I'm trying to qualify myself. Now I'm trying to impress that person. Now I'm trying again. And the moment you do that, especially in a relationship, when you do it with you can't do that with your kids, and you can't do it with your woman. The certain conversations, again, just talking about it is going to create problems, because then it never stops because you've opened the door. What he was supposed to say was, "Listen, I'm tired. This is what I need from you." All right? Fair use.
And they got no sleep.
What have I been doing? What have I been doing?
You cleaning, right?
Yeah, but you can help me, Kira. What have you done?
I've
moved the bags or whatever? Yeah. What the hell is?
So once I found out that he paying for everything, because essentially, listen, y'all technically still are two women, all right, and like psychologically, that's probably kind of tough for Kerock. I think that when women like try to get into the provider role and whatnot, they again, to a certain degree, they more so, it's still a cosplay. You're still doing what you think men do. You're trying to take on a role, because again, it's based on what a man does, right? And hey, whatever. But women still have an instinct to look for help or feel as though I need to be around someone who can help me. Because again, we're all better as a group, but they understand how much they benefit from the group. So you kind of even hear Kerock voice crack a little bit. It's like, yo, come on, like, I'm having a tough time here, right? But again, it was never about Kerock actually helping. It was always about distracting Kerock from the fact that she sits at home all day. First of all, if you're at home all day and it's only two of y'all there, the place can't get but so messy anyway, especially if you clean every day. One of the greatest scams that men have fallen for, and Kerock has fallen for it too, is that housework is really hard for women, or that housework is stressful for women. It is not stressful for women. Women can do whatever they want to do. Even you know what I've been hearing more lately in terms of with the like level up content. The content for women who trying to get them a little baller, trying to get them a little sugar baby situation. Is the whole if he wanted to, he would. And what's crazy is that statement in and of itself represents the echo chamber. To a certain degree, we all want an echo chamber, right? But it represents someone who's willingly going into an echo chamber, basically saying that because you can apply that to anything you want. Anything a man is not giving you, you could say, well, if he wanted to, he would. But even then, mostly everything that women say is a projection on you. It's usually something that they actually feel or they're going through or whatever it is, and that applies to them more than it does you, because if she wanted to, she would. That's one thing I learned in my last relationship. I learned many things, but one of the greatest lessons I learned in my last relationship was that women are definitely capable of performing at a higher level. Because I always think about when the first time we went out and she was like, I'm not one of these submissive women and this and that, and I don't like to cook, this and that. And like, let me tell you something. I've never had a woman be so submissive in my life. Even in her worst moment, she still was like very well behaved and still was a great girlfriend, right? And also I've never had so many home cooked meals in my life. I've never had so many plates. I had plates bought to me so much that if we were at a family function and she wasn't there, I wasn't going to eat. Even now, I don't. If I go to a family function, I don't really eat too much because it's weird to fix my. It don't feel right to fix my own plate. I feel like somebody should ask if I want to eat. Like dead ass, I will. I'm really cool not eating. I'll fix a way to go home one time. I'm not going to sit over here. I mean, I gotta be really hungry. I'm probably not going to sit here and fix myself a plate of food and go snack. Nah, I'll go eat in shame somewhere else. But anywho, also what Key Rock doesn't understand is that this is the behavior that a lot of like plus size girls kind of engage in, where like overly emotional. Almost all plus size girls are very emotional, and it's always emotional. Now, get me wrong. People who are really emotional can be great love bombers, meaning that they're able to make you feel real good about being around them. They'll give you compliments, say nice things to you, and whatnot. Kind of really try to like get into your whole vibe and meet you halfway, and like just like that, they can switch up on you. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like they known for having that mean streak, right? But but what you also always going to engage in or experience with a plus size girl is laziness. A lot of times, a lot of problems you guys are going to have is from her aggressively not wanting to make an effort, or feeling like if hard work is good. If you're working hard, something good is probably happening. And if you can't see that, that's a low vibrational behavior. Well, I'll tell you guys, Six Paths TV. We're going to point out as many low vibrational behaviors as we can. You see it? What?
Get up and get out of them relationships.
You heard me?
Get up and get out of them relationships.
Man, Key-Rock gonna wind up figuring out, you know what? This shit not cost effective. She ain't cost effective.
Just moving the bags.
Heavy bags that you don't pick up because you're nails.
That's just putting them in the closet and shoving them in there.
I gotta rest up for work tomorrow. I'm not gonna make it. My work is hard work. It's not just sitting around and play around like.
Do I sit around and play around?
Yes. That's exactly like what you're doing. If you don't have, man, y'all don't have kids. And this is another thing with like for these kind of couples, I'm like, yo, y'all have nothing to like focus on. So all they have for the most part, they're both taking time bombs because for the most part, yo, no one's bringing order to kerock, and kerock can't really bring order to her. He doesn't understand that, yo, she going through big back activity right now. You understand? Not gonna win this one. All right, he should have just went to sleep. All right, listen, babe, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Going to sleep. That's that. Or say, all right, well, listen, I'm going for a walk. You do what you gotta do and whatnot. I don't know, something. Cause like, yo, women have no problem telling you, listen, this is what I need from you. Or I need you to do this. Because for the most part, like, to the point where like a lot of women don't realize a lot of things that men do in a relationship, men don't want to do it. We don't want to be around your family. We don't want to be around your friends. We don't want to. I'm not saying we don't want to talk to you and hear about your day, but we don't care about your friends' problems. Here we go, shit like that. We don't give a fuck about your friends' problems. What was your friends' problems? But we'll listen to it out of love. No, I don't want a fashion show. Listen, yo, this apartment is so freaking big. Yo, you really could be in here with me for a while, and I wouldn't know you was in here. Like I would not, my old apartment, I can look out my door and see everything that's going on. Anyway, I trust that my place is safe. All right, but all right, man. I gotta have dinner in a little bit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and let us play a little more, and we're gonna finish out.
Is that what you're trying to say? Like for real? He needs to really stop all of that. You don't have a job. Honestly, I have not found a job that pays what I would like to get paid and is in the interest that I'm into. But the same way you gotta go to work tomorrow, I gotta be here to cook 3 meals, clean this house. So just like they evens out. We don't even have toilet paper.
Oh, okay. Can you go get the toilet paper? It's right down the street. Do you need me to go with you?
No, I don't. I don't need you to go with me. I don't need you to go with me. I really don't. Can you at least put the up? Like,
I did.
come
What
on.
the talking about? Why you? Hold on. First of all, calm down. You don't have to work
Man.
tomorrow. I do.
You keep throwing that in my face about you have to go to work.
Fair use. And what I tell y'all. Also, now, if y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying, these people are coming out of prison. When people want them getting locked up, it's not because they have great behavior and they handle their problems very well. No. Both of them have a lot of learning to do. Let me tell you something. Even lesbians need a man. Even if you're a trans man, you still need the assistance and support of a man. No matter what, it's always going to be very difficult for in the same sex relationship, whether you identify as a male or not, to again, if a man live with a woman, if he with a woman, period, women send their man to the store. Actually, it don't matter when. Kerock is like, yo, Kerock is at his limit when it comes to being the man in a relationship. There'll be limits to that. All right, and also, you don't got a penis. Like you not being able to like pipe her down and stuff like that, and she not being able to feel like your loins and your seed and stuff like that. That also has an impact on the relationship too. So that's the only couple that we're going to get into for today. We got to get into this. You ninjas, man. You ninjas. Oh man, let's go ahead and get into this, man. The glazing for this man Kendrick is crazy, man. I'm just so. Once again, I'm just disappointed in black men. Oh man, yo, y'all ninjas is crazy, man. Hold on. So your boy Drake is in the news again, yo. Where's that John at, man? Hold on, y'all. So I got this one, and I want to share another one, man. The Shade Room, it should be on here too. I want to get one more. It probably was on Spiritual Raw. It's basically I mostly want you guys to see like the comments and whatnot, and just how crazy the Drake hate is. Oh well, I guess not. All right, hold on, guys. Um, was it here? You know, what might have happened. Hold on, y'all. I may not have saved. All right, here we go, guys. All right, where that John at? So this is Drake on the stream and whatnot, right? So let me explain something to you. When people respond to you a certain kind of way, it's really important to recognize hate, because what's going to happen is when you can't recognize hate, you'll continue to have friendships and be around and interact with certain people. All right. I had to learn that for myself. I had to get to realize even if that person is not thinking in their mind that they hate you, they can still be engaged in their hateful behavior towards you, which ain't never going to help you with nothing. Does not make you a good person or a better person because you deal with somebody's disrespect. All right. No one deserves to be disrespected. Nobody. Okay. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect. So this is Drake on the stream. He makes it's to a point where basically, according to black people, Drake, he's not allowed to even talk about, reference, don't, because again, all of that is basically like a slave mentality. It's like you basically believe that I should have a slave mentality where I only think how other people want me to think, right? And it's just weird. So basically, people feel as though he can't reference it. So Drake just says, you know, here I am, I'm in attack with one piece, and he says that you can basically saying in so many words, you're gonna need facts to take me out. Like you need actual facts. You can't deal with fairy tales. Right? What you people don't like, you hate winners. Son Jordan Peterson pointed out. I think he's talking and someone puts a scene from Spider-Man kind of playing over his vocals, right? And in that scene, he talks about how the alpha male is always written into the script as a piece of crap and a bad person. When in real reality, the alpha male is probably going to be the one who is willing to help people, willing to save people, and also willing to sacrifice. Only an alpha male would do that or want to do these things. But there's a scene in Spider-Man where Spider-Man's Peter Parker is getting into a fight with this bully, and of course, he washes the bully because he's Spider-Man. He can lift cars up now. So, what you gonna do with that? You know what I mean? Got to. I'm not hitting my Jones at all. Get out the relationships. I'm making fries right now. So, and in most movies, the kid that's popular, the guy in school that's popular is always a terrible person, right? But we got to realize that to a certain degree, and it's something that Angry Man was talking about the other day about how wokeism needs to die. Because a big part of wokeism is basically you wanting the world to adjust to you, and you feeling like basically you lose your ability to be able to kind of, I don't want to say roll with things, but basically adapt to situations, right? And not only that, make room for the possibility of other possibilities or other people's opinions. Like, and that's one of my biggest things about this whole thing is that it's a great example of how much people do not respect other people's opinions, and they think it's okay to think in a way where you have not considered that I could be wrong or someone else can have a different opinion. All right. So, anywho, I want to read a few of the comments before we play the video. Video is not super important, but I think it's interesting. People write, Dot joined the chat. He tripping. Dot ready for war. He itching for it. Dude goes bald in his 30s. K. Dot then washed him. So this dude is saying because Drake cut his braids, Drake is going bald. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, nigga, they know it's a real one recording. Turn that shit off. 6 passing this thing. But sorry guys. Pardon. So this nigga is implying that Drake has lost his hair. And you kind of see a lot of these type of comments in the comment section. And basically what it's all about is basically you are so angry, you're so upset, you can't accept that you lost. And the thing about this whole thing is that when people move like that, that's their way of controlling what you think. They know that you may have a different opinion. That's the opinion they want you to have because they don't want you to argue a different opinion. That's why they try to kind of intimidate you. And this is something that's done to black men all the time. And also when we talk about black men, people are always trying to bully you into accepting, nah, that nigga ain't shit. This is one of this is probably the most successful rapper to ever exist. Not only that, his contributions are endless. Not only that, he's bought you so much talent. The Weeknd, Future, and the nigga y'all all talking about right now, Kendrick Lamar. He gave him 3 huge looks. That because after he got these 3 huge looks, he ain't been signed to Aftermath. It wasn't until Drake put him on his album, Drake took him on tour, and Drake gave him his first single, that Kendrick Lamar became a superstar. So we have to always argue. It wouldn't have happened without those big moments. Because them bulls been signed Dr. Dre. Wasn't shit. Yo, listen, being signed to Dre can be damn near like a curse. Like no one has prospered with Dr. Dre directly in forever. You understand? So anywho, let's read a few more comments. somebody came in with some reality. Someone said that man ain't worried about Kendrick. He doing a Super Bowl. Drake is doing the World Cup. 50 times the difference. So actually, yeah, that's I believe that is true. Drake will be doing the World Cup. So in America, we don't really. I'm just now learning how big soccer is around the world and how big of a deal people really fuck with soccer in other countries. You know what I mean? So he's gonna be performing at the freaking World Cup. That's a big deal, fam. It's just levels to it, bro. Sorry, but and again. I don't feel like anything that Kendrick is accomplishing should take away from Drake and vice versa. Shout out to K Dot, he doing the Super Bowl. But even crazy is, even with that, if it wasn't for Drake, he wouldn't be doing. They would not have called him to do the Super Bowl. Let that sink in. If it wasn't for him beefing with Drake, if he was beefing with Future, Big Sean, whoever, Miley Cyrus, whoever, he would not have made no record where, just to push the record, they're going to have you perform at the Super Bowl. And also, too, I heard the album again, man. I played the first track. I mean, what it is? He's not talking about things that, first of all, Kendrick don't really talk about shit to begin with. But, I mean, in terms of, y'all feel like he's being profound, I think that he creates really dope vibes. He's very good at song composition, and his image is righteousness. We don't know nothing about Kendrick. He don't talk to you. He don't be nowhere. He don't even do interviews. We know nothing about this man, but you assume everything, right? But anyway, let me get into this another one. Someone else came with some more reality. Kendrick is the one tripping for real. Drake is way above you in every ramifications. Stop forcing it, little man. Someone else wrote, so y'all niggas can go on every podcast in the world, but Drake can't go on the stream. You niggas is weird. Somebody wrote, turned him into a streamer is wild. All right, he's actually at the top comments. Somebody else wrote, Kendrick is washed and hasn't been cool since 2012. The glaze is insane. This one was crazy. Somebody wrote, why he looking paranoid after he said all that, kept looking behind and to the side. It's so bad for him, bro. I kind of feel bad now. You know what? No, I don't. Compton. Hashtag Compton. So this is the clip they're talking about.
I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend. Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by. Real talk. Cheers to everybody. Love. W's for everybody. Maxes tonight. Anitas.
When did Max win?
Anitas tonight. Listen. Okay. Mike, please bring me a drink. I want to set this off. Yeah.
That is quite the drink. Holy.
By the way, it never gets any better.
Holy.
That's another piece of life advice for you. I want to set this off by I wanted to announce this before we even get it. I guess I should give a little intro. I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend.
So this is also the I don't know. First of all, this is mad weird. So you got Kendrick. This can't be real. Nigga, do you have Kendrick saved in your phone with a crown emoji next to it? What man saves another man's number in their phone with a crown emoji? I'm good. I'm good. You know what?
I always respected your hairline.
You niggas ain't real. So I don't know who this is, but he found it fit to leaked a text message between him and Kendrick. You done turned blood into a streamer on Phillies. Laughing emoji. That's a damn shame. He tripping. Blood don't want no smoke on Philly gang. And so basically trying to imply that basically Not Like Us was so amazing and Drake is so that he's not like fam. I can't believe that you niggas actually exist. You know what I'm saying? I can't like.
That's cap. I accuse you of
When you decide to start winning in this world, I want this is how far niggas will go to hate on you. They'll even go as far as saying, and that's another thing too. This is some shit that we do in the black community where we will defend some bullshit for the sake of slighting what's righteous, and that's some demonic shit. I listened to the first few tracks from the album again. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what it is? Kendrick is not super interesting. He does. It's one thing if Kendrick did double entendres and like things that had a double meaning. Kendrick is good for like his composition. Like he makes really good songs and really interesting verses and whatnot. And like, he always played with the voices, but like yo, he really and I had this take and Angry Man said the same thing. It sounded like he made not he's like he took what he was doing on Not Like Us, which was very like kind of the opposite of what he usually does. Like what he's doing on Not Like Us, it's like him trying to dumb down. And the most dumbed down I want to hear Kendrick is like on Damn. Damn was dope because the songs had like they sounded like records. They sounded like easy to understand, easy to get with. Like Loyalty is still one of the best songs I've ever heard. A lot of the songs on Damn are some of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. And the best Kendrick ever heard in my life. Mostly because, because of the production. And the production was easy and it was easy to understand, right? And easy to enjoy. All right. And on this record, it's a little too like he's not a straightforward rapper. So for him, it's a little bit too straightforward. A little bit, because like I'm like, because this is you trying to like be more direct, but that's not really what you do. You know what I mean? And not only that, you kind of can hear more of like the woke pandering, the whole, it's us against the world type shit. And I'm like, yo, black people don't want to hear that no more. You shouldn't want to hear no more struggle raps. Okay, I want to hear about having a good life. I want to hear about how we not struggling no more. I want to hear about let's make doing better sound cool. We're artists, right? Why can't you make leveling up sound cool? Why can't you make being mature sound good? Aren't you an artist? Talk your shit. That's another thing too. Never let no one stop you from talking your shit if it's true. If they can't prove you wrong, they can't say you wrong. If Drake want to say, here I am intact, mind, body, and soul, that's saying something. So many of you niggas could not handle 100th, 1,000th of that kind of pressure. And still do what you got to do. You stressed out about a car payment. Trying to avoid the repo, man. You don't know what it's like to have the world on your shoulders. Let me tell you something. The greater you become as a man, the more people feel like it's okay to talk shit to you. It's okay to take credit from you. That's one of the worst. Two of the worst things you can take from a man is, maybe three. Respect, credit, and honor. You take that from a man, like, yo, you can't have a relationship. I guess we can say honor will be like trust. reputation, right? Respect is, how we act towards each other and maintaining treating each other as though we hold each other in a high regard. That's why, if you're in a relationship and you're around someone all the time, this person spends a lot of time and energy convincing you that they feel very strongly about you in a positive way, and then exhibit behavior that contradicts that, it's not normal. It's dangerous. Right. I'm at the hour mark here, man. I'm gonna continue this tomorrow, man. We're gonna get into Drake suing Universal for basically running it up for Kendrick. So anyway, here we go, man. We about to be out of here. Y'all be safe. Please like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. Thank you. Welcome to the new subscribers, Sean. You coming to the channel, son. We made it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Shit, now I'm gonna ring get killed. All right, man. We out of here. Peace. Love y'all.